Well, it's that time. Well, I guess it's that time. Oil change. I don't know if it would be beneficial to anyone or helpful to anyone or entertaining to anyone, but Lou and Crazy Karl are out of town, so I've got to do some maintenance around the garage, and starting with the rental, it needs an oil change. So hopefully people will enjoy this longer format video, I guess, of just a day in the life. I don't know. Let's get to it. Well, got it up on the lift. Hopefully y'all didn't catch too much butt crack during the time lapse. The old glug glug. Gonna have the butt mat. So when y'all are doing oil changes on these Toyotas, what do y'all prefer? These cartridge filters or the spin-on metal type canister filters? Let's see, do I have any flashlights down here? Here's one. Let's bring our tools on over. And of course the shop towels, because I'm gonna need all of them. Wow, the car's filthy. Let's get y'all down there. Alright, there we go. Hopefully I don't get in the way of the camera too much. Get all this crap in my pocket so I don't hurt myself. Alright, so we've got a 14mm drain plug bolt. Don't critique. Well, you can. You leave all the comments you want. Critique what kind of tools I'm using. You're using the wrong kind of ratchet. This would be so much easier if you use X tool instead of Y tool. Ugh. Go ahead and tell me. Honestly, I don't. And I left the towels all the way over there. Crap. You can tell me that what I'm doing wrong, but oh, I'm too lazy to change. Let's see. I know I left this not horrifically tight last time. Well, this wrench always has dents in the side of it because of one reason. My tippy tappy. This is just the same as using a impact gun, which I have one. I have a 15mm impact socket, so I could have done that, but you know, why make it easier for myself? Man, I should put on some gloves, but again, I'm too lazy. I just scrub my hands with the Dawn Power Wash Platinum or whatever. Oh! Oh my god, what drip on my hand. Yeah. So, again, if you're new to the channel and you don't know about our eclectic collection of cars, this here is one of two of our 2012 Scion XDs. Not XB, not XA, not TC, XD. It's basically a Toyota Yaris platform with a Corolla engine and transmission in it. It's got the 1.8 liter 2ZRFE variable valve timing 4-cylinder. Can't remember if it's got variable valve timing. Well, it says dual VVTi, so I assume it's dual variable valve timing on the intake and exhaust valves. So, wow, that's red. What's up with the oil being red nowadays? It's like automatic transmission fluid. I don't ever recall oil being red until recent years. Or it could just be this Toyota oil. I don't know. While y'all are listening to this thing do its business. Oh, you know, it'd help if I loosen the oil cap. There we go. Let me grab my oil. I didn't bring the oil or the filter over there. Yeah, okay, there. Got my filter. So, crap, where'd it go? This is a drain plug. It has a gasket, well, which it's just an aluminum crush washer, and, well, it's a very thick aluminum crush washer, and as you can see, it's not warped or, you know, it'll do the sealing and more crushing, so I'm not replacing it every single time. I'll do it like, I'll replace it once every 3 oil changes or something. Lou requests that it be done on the Lexus every single time, and I'm like, sir, that is wasteful. But he's alright with that. See, the annoying thing is, you can't, with the Lexus, when I'm down here doing oil changes on it, the drain plug is back here, and the oil filter housing is in front of it. So while you've got this thing still kind of leaking out from behind, you can work on, or I can work on loosening the filter housing, but I can't get my arm up there without, you know, getting filthy on this one. So I just have to wait for it to finish its business. But anyways, yes, this is one of 2 of our XDs. We have a red one and this silver one, which is affectionately known as the rental. Just the rental, because it looks like a rental car. It's rental spec. But these things in Japan, they're sold as the Toyota IST. There's 2 generations of Toyota IST. IST, I don't know if it's pronounced IST. I don't know. I don't have a Japanese pronunciation of it. But they have that. The first generation is what we got as the Scion XA, which was the precursor to this, the XD. And the second generation Toyota IST is this, the Scion XD from 2008 to 2014. I think the IST second generation is like 2007 to something to 2014 instead. But whatever, this was also sold, or this platform, this body, with slight cosmetic differences from, you know, the Scion XD and the Toyota IST, was sold in European countries, and it was rebadged as the Toyota Urban Cruiser. Now, it came with its own drivetrain options that we didn't get in the US. The US only got a 5-speed manual with the same 1.8 liter 4-cylinder and a 4-speed automatic 4-cylinder. And the IST came with, I think, pretty sure the 1.5 liter from the Yaris as its base model, and it came with this 1.8 as its, you know, higher trim level. I'm not sure about what transmissions they came with. I think it could have been, I don't know if they did this 4-speed automatic. It's probably the same transmissions offered on the Yaris. But I do know that the Urban Cruiser had a gasoline option that was a 1.3 liter 4-cylinder that had an all-wheel drive option. So I think that had a 5 or 6-speed manual. I'm not sure. I think the all-wheel drive version had to be automatic, and I think it was the CVT. I think it was the drivetrain out of the Scion IQ, the Toyota IQ, which was, you know, the same thing used in the Aston Martin Signet, or whatever you call that stupid thing. But yeah, they got an all-wheel drive version of the Urban Cruiser, which is pretty interesting. And they also got, I think, a 1.4 liter or something diesel option. I can't remember if it's a turbo diesel or just a regular naturally aspirated, but that's kind of interesting. See, another member of the household bought the Red XD in 2020-ish. I think it was 2020? Or, no, 2021. During that time, I had the camo, or undercover green 2020 Scion, Toyota Kia Soul. I had the 2020 Kia Soul. That was delightful. But then we decided that we were going to do some upgrades, some renovations to the house, i.e. modern windows and central heat and AC. And we... I felt like it would be a more financially responsible decision to downgrade to a cheaper car that didn't have such high car payments per month, while we also had to start paying more rent in order to get those renovations done to the house. So I liked the Red XD so much that I decided to that's tightening. I need to loosen this. Watch me bust my knuckles on this cross member, because for whatever reason these plastic oil filter housings really like to tighten themselves up. But yes, I traded in the Kia Soul, even though y'all are gonna make fun of me, but it was my dream car, and I just love funky, you know, ultra modern, boxy things. I almost replaced it with a Scion XB. I wanted to get the special edition release series version, but the one I was looking at was kind of iffy, so decided to. I saw a really good deal on this thing and decided to go for it, which now I'm sort of regretting, because this is just boring. It's too boring. We already had one XD in the household. We are car enthusiasts, and I should have thought about it more and been more patient, because, you know, you want variety. If you're a car enthusiast, you kind of want variety, so buying two of the same exact cars, it's gonna get boring. It's a lot easier to get this oil filter out on the XDs compared to Lou's Lexus. It's got one that faces straight down with this same, you know, cartridge housing. And it's got a special, like, drain plug in the bottom of it. And it's just a pain in the ass. It's overcomplicated. It's got an extra O-ring that you have to worry about replacing every oil change. But this one, with it on the side, you can just, crap, I think it's better here. Whatever. You live there now. Since it's placed sideways, you can unscrew it just a little bit and let it drain out before you pull it all the way off, and without making a huge mess, unlike the one that's, you know, facing downwards. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see what's going on here. Let's see if I can get this on camera. We got our cartridge. Now I know that Toyota made an adapter housing that replaces the whole housing, you know, that with one of the something that accepts the metal canister spin-on filters. And I've thought about doing that, but then again, I don't know if I want to keep this car long term. It's got 91,000 miles on it. It's had a transmission service at 75,000 miles. Transmission fluid and filter replaced. It's like brand new, inside and outside, except for, like, you know, one or two little cosmetic stupid things. I don't want to talk about it. And it's got custom daytime running lights that I don't know. I'm a sucker for daytime running lights. I really like them, so give me some of your goo. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Got the new O-ring in its place. Oh gosh, my hands are filthy and I'm gonna touch these phones because I don't know where the GoPro is, and I hate the GoPro anyway, so we're on the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra at the moment. Gonna be trying to use the my Z Flip 5 for the time lapse because it has like higher storage capacity than the Ultra. Alright, let's see if I can get this camera angle correct again. Let's slap this baby in. Oh no, I'm not pre-filling the filter. It's like, why do people freak out about pre-filling filters? It's like, there's a lot of cars with the filter housings on, like, the side like this. So it's like, you pre-fill the canister, you're just gonna dump it all over the ground. But, am I really doing that like an idiot? You guys should have said something to me. Whoopsie! Can you tell? Can you tell who has ADHD? But yeah, $10,000 and you can buy this. The low price of $10,000. It's the only. It's gotta be close to there for me to sell this thing. Oh. Maybe get myself a Prius C or something, because I test drove a Prius C or another hybrid at one point, and it was just the most bizarro feeling. Like, it was super strange. It was weirder than I've driven and owned cars with CVTs, and yes, you're also gonna make fun of me because I really love CVT transmissions. I think they're great. Make fun of me all you want. Yes, I understand they're very fragile, and like some people say it ruins like the fun factor of a car, but I enjoy the fact that it's smooth. And well, you know, now they've got stupid freaking, they've placated the stupid masses by giving them fake shift points, and that's irritating. So I prefer the ones that do not fake shift, and they've got like, they do what CVTs are supposed to do. It's supposed to hold the engine at the RPM that has the highest horsepower. And so just think about that. If you were to have a cheap race car, you know, amateur race car, like a cheat code is to buy a car that's in the same category that you're racing in, that has one of those CVT transmissions that, or a cheap car that has one of those CVT transmissions that, you know, hold it, you know, you're limited to like, you know, 140 horsepower for this class or whatever, I don't know, hypotheticals here. And everyone else with, you know, manual or regular automatic transmissions, they can only use that 140 horsepower once every gear, like a couple seconds every gear. Whereas if you've got a CVT and it does the proper CVT thing and as long as your foot's to the floor, it holds it at, you know, the RPM that it makes, 140 horsepower. You can use that 140 horsepower the entire time. So it wastes nothing. Unlike geared, ratioed transmissions. I think that's really cool, to be honest. Where's my patented Toyota funnel for oil? Let's see if I can wedge this camera up here in a way that makes sense. Oh great, I've already started the video. Or it won't let me change which, you know, if it's using the ultra wide camera or not. Oh, whew. I can't remember the capacity of this engine, the oil capacity. We're gonna wing it. I never put in the correct amount of oil. It's always just slightly too much or slightly too little, and I'm like, whatever. I'm a car person, but I'm lazy. Super lazy. What am I doing? All right. The only way to get a reading from the dipsticks in these cars. Remove the dipstick and leave it out. And then wait for the oil to settle in the pan, and then stick it in and pull it back out. Otherwise, you just end up with a mess of oil all the way up the dipstick. Let's see. 2012 Scion XD oil capacity. I'm pretty 4.4 quarts. Okay. Castrol Edge, high mileage, 0W20. Let's talk about that. 0W20. When did Toyota start using 0W20 oil? And I know now they're up to something ridiculous like 0W8? Or something? Like, it's almost like mineral oil, it's so thin. there, not very many other manufacturers use that thin of an oil, and Toyotas are widely regarded as some of the most reliable vehicles. Is there something Toyota doesn't know? Does this thinner weight help with reliability somehow? I don't know. Discussions! I'm gonna make a mess. After I get done with all of this, I know some of the cars haven't been driven in a while, and it's winter here, which I've picked a warmer day to do all this. Just a little bit more. Let's not use that flashlight. Where's my other one? There you are. 4.4 quarts. Oh man, I'm in a mess! But anyways, yes, it's winter. I'm going to be driving the cars just a little bit. Oh, crap. Whatever. Oh, crumb. Yeah, sorry about my scruffy appearance, by the way. I'm a classy girl! Normally I hold myself to a higher standard of personal grooming, but it's like, you know, why am I going to take a shower and everything just to come outside and work on freaking cars? I can't tell! Hello? I think that's right. We'll see. Wiping my hands on my pants. Let's get my 17th shop rag. I just leave a trail of shop towels everywhere I go when I'm working on cars. What about you? Ah, crap. That's now in the underbody plastics. Let's see if I can reach it. Oh, there we go. Let's also talk about that. Underbody shielding on cars. I've had a few cars that didn't have any shielding at all underneath, and they're a bit louder. This and the Kia Soul were the first cars that I had that had any underbody shielding, and I'm pretty sure, like, plastic cladding is what I'm talking about. And I'm pretty sure that helps with fuel economy as well. Obviously it does, because it makes, you know, less drag. It's like, I've thought about doing modifications. Idea for a video is, you know, my old 2002 Pontiac Sunfire has no undercladding underneath. It's like, it's very, very basic. Oh, that's good. We still got transmission fluid. Well, why am I checking transmission fluid when there's no leak? Whatever. Just working my hands while I'm talking. The rear bumper on the Sunfire acts as like some kind of parachute because it's not boxed in at all. You see all the rear suspension and everything, and you just have the open, you know, parachute of the rear bumper. And I'm pretty sure that causes so much drag. That Sunfire that looks more sleek, you know, it's like a wedge. It's wedgier with a pointier face. Has the same drag coefficient of that Kia Soul that I had. That's just a brick. And I'm assuming it's because the underside has so much drag. Plus, it's got higher ground clearance. It's yeah. Let's see. Are these... Is this going to measure properly? Come on. Man, I don't know. That's good enough. see what I'm talking about? You get the whoop. Come on. Focus. It just shows like all the way up the dipstick. I've tried scoring up this dipstick, try to like put crosshatch on it just so the oil will stick to it better. But you can't ever tell with this stupid thing. You gotta wait forever with the dipstick out so the drain tube or the dipstick tube dries up. And yeah. Yes, Kit, don't clean that while you've got the oil cap open right there. You'll knock dirt into it. Wow, whatever. I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to you guys. Alright, I think I can start dropping the car now. Let's see. Okay, that's something I don't think I ever talked about. I just thought about it. You'll need this tool. One of these tools, if you've got one of these. I think the 2008 through 2013-ish Toyota Corollas use the same, you know, stupid cartridge, plastic cartridge filter housing thing. And you'll need one of these Toyota specific oil filter housing wrench socket tool things. You can tell how much I care by, you know, the kind of vernacular I use when it comes to tools. Oh no, I stained the floor. Oh, I got more oil on my hands. Whatever. So how's y'all's days going? You eating good enough? I sure have been. Well, and pizzas and mac and cheese for Christmas? Yeah, well, everyone in this household went their separate ways for Christmas this year, and we've had our Christmas dinners together beforehand, and well, we're just those of us who that remained at the house. We didn't do anything special for Christmas Day, just normal day. Normalize non-traditional holidays. Also, you don't need to have a lift to change the oil on your car, obviously. Again, I don't know who my target demographic is for this video. I don't know. If you know what you're doing, you probably think I'm an idiot. If you don't know what you're doing and you're here for somewhat of a tutorial, then I hope you've learned something if you made it through my inane rambling. Pick it up some. Drop it on it, or drop the safety. That's another thing I'm going to do after this is, like I said, it's winter and the batteries keep going dead in the cars that we don't drive that often, so I'm going to go for a couple of drives in the less used cars just to charge their batteries and get their fluids circulating a little bit. It's been raining for the past couple days, and it's been a while since they salted the roads again, so probably don't have to worry about getting salt on the car. I just washed this thing and drove it one time when it was slightly wet outside. Now it's filthy again. It's winter. I should probably get the bugs off the front of this car and pack it away in the garage so it retains its resale value. Why aren't you going down anymore? Why aren't you going down? Oh, crap. Oh. Whoopsie. Hopefully that bounces back. How did you get there? Oops. Oh, let me make sure. Let me make sure this isn't dropping down onto the hose. You don't want to puncture hydraulic hoses. But yes, I'm going to do some drive arounds. I'll safely hold the camera or try to set it up on a tripod somewhere in the car just so you guys can come along. Maybe some little POV driving will be fun to watch. I don't know. Hope y'all had good Christmases. Some of y'all will be driving a lot for this Christmas season. Going to and from families' houses and whatnot. These quick jacks. They're lovely, very helpful, but very, very, very heavy. And I'm just a tiny guy. Like 5'3" or something. So, not that strong. Any rubber blocks get stuck under the car? No. Sometimes they like to grab onto them seam welds, then you forget about them. And then you end up driving down the road and chuck a hunk of rubber at the random motorist. Go! Try not to give y'all butt crack, but whoopsie. Okay. That's not how that goes. You know, that's kind of helpful when you got a garage like this where your concrete panels or crap, I don't even know what you call these. Slabs of concrete, yes, when they're separating. We can just tuck this hydraulic hose down there so that it doesn't get run over. That's kind of helpful. Alright, let's check this oil. One-handed dipsticking. Alright, alright, alright. Again, I can't really tell. I think that's at full. Pretty sure that's at full. Good enough. Wait till I've run it just a tiny bit and it gets darker. And I'll also show you guys the the maintenance light reset procedure on this car. I know it also works the same on a Toyota Yaris 2007, so maybe it'll work on some other Toyotas of this generation. So what you'll want to do is put this on trip 1, or trip A. This thing better not. Alright, and then you'll, hold on, can I, it's hard to do holding a camera. Well, you'll hold the button down while you turn the car on, or turn the key to accessory, and while you're holding this button, it'll come up with some, no, I can't do it. I really need Lou to get a GoPro or something. I mean, I POV head mount stupid thing. Hold on. Okay. Turn the key on, you'll get these lights. They go down, then it says 00000, whatever. Your maintenance light has been reset. I swear if this stupid radio starts playing something from my phone that's out there over Bluetooth before I have anything to do about it, I'm gonna be mad. Okay. Alright, that should have filled up the filter housing, so we'll check it again here in a minute. Okay, it's been a little bit, and let's dip this stick and see if we can get a somewhat of a coherent reading on this stupid thing, or if it's going to be all the way up the stick. It looks to me like it's just above or just below full. I think that's major success. Alright, somebody in the comments tell me what this shmoo is. Why does it look like somebody spilled like Kool-Aid in my airbox crevices? It's like copper oxidization. I don't know. Ooh, the headlight connector's a little bit unplugged. Anyways, oil change. It's done. Well, thank you guys for. Oh, hold on. Let me do this the professional way. Let me be a little bit professional, like real car YouTube channels. Like put this up on the tripod. Thank you for watching. Wait, gotta make it aesthetic. Yeah, thanks for watching. That was oil change on this 2012 Scion XD, also known as the rental, hubcaps, non-tinted windows, base model spoiler, not the extendo one. I'll dump that oil out here in a little bit, but yeah.